Hello, hello, and welcome back to another episode of Gothic, where after last episode, we finally make our way towards the Valley of Mines. I know, we've been in this chapter for like an episode and a half, and we haven't been doing that at all. But before we actually, do that, I did get this guy's crossbow, so let me at least turn that quest in. I am sure the reward for that will be very much worth it, right? Totally. Hey.
Here, I found your crossbow.
Indeed, this is mine. Don't tell me you were up by the stone circle.
Most certainly.
That was pretty reckless of you, but thanks anyway. Naturally, I'll repay this deed. I hope this is enough.
Not really, but hey, I'll take the 150 XP. Anyway, the direction we need to go is the last direction we didn't go from this tavern. Actually kind of funny, this tavern really is the crossroads of pretty much everything here, isn't it? Like, every single direction kind of intersects here. But anyway, the correct path is over there. Now, there is a slight hiccup over here. By the fact that I am a murderer. And by murderer, I mean there's a lot of enemies here. And I am in need of more violence points. As soon as we see them. Come on. Alright, the enemies just aren't spawning in. Well, mainly it's the lurkers, which is what I'm looking for. Because I can just kind of fireball. Alright, not my intention. Fireball and I think fire arrow. Yep. Which probably means I can just throw 3 fire arrows instead, but you know. So let me show you where we actually need to go. And then I'll show you a nearby farm where I can sleep and regain my full mana. And then I'll just happen to cut away and everybody in this valley will be dead. Wow. What a coincidence. Let's not fight all 3 of them at the same time. Again. Wow, what a coincidence. Everybody will be dead. I can't believe it. Speaking of, that is the entrance to the Valley of Mines. This guy is a random hunter, I think. Right?
You've got a lot of space up here.
It's nice enough. But if you go through the pass back there, you won't think so much longer. If this little tract of land has impressed you, then wait till you see the Valley of Mines back there.
Who are you?
My name is Gon. I'm a hunter and work for Bengar, the farmer here on the high pastures. I spend most of my time here outside, basking in the sun.
What do I need to know about the Valley of Mines?
No idea. I've only taken a fleeting glance at the valley. Look pretty dangerous. The best thing to do if you go there, through the pass, is to stay close to the beaten track. Either you take the way through the big gorge or the road over the stone bridge. That one is shorter and safer. Now that the orcs are roaming all over the place, you have to be a bit careful. I don't want to have to drag you to the herb witch.
The who?
Herb witch?
Her name is Sagita, and she's the healer for the farmers and the other people who live outside the harbor city. A truly curious female. No one really likes going to her, and everybody enjoys gossiping about her. But if you're sick, you won't find better help than Sagita and her kitchen full of healing herbs. You'll find her in the strip of woods behind Sekob's farm.
Interesting. Well, let's first and foremost check this out. So I'm not going to Sagita anytime soon, trust me. Sadly, although there's a hut here, there is no bed. There is, however, a location to make chicken.
Are you sure you want to go in there? I'm afraid you won't get very far. The orcs are on the other side.
If there's a way into the Valley of Mines, I shall find it.
Good, then go. Go within us.
And now we can go in there, which I will not do. Instead, as said earlier, let us make a quick stop at the farm on the right here, which we can barely even see from this direction. You know what? I have some extra mana. Thank you for the free XP. I think there's about 15-ish of these guys here. So 1k 500 XXP will definitely get me a level. Oh yeah, I'm relatively close. But the main reason I'm going here is not even to talk to the farmers, but literally to just get in a bed there and sleep. Which I think I will do. That's on the right side. So see you in a moment after I've literally murdered everything here. Alright, we got a bunch of experience for that. Sadly not enough for a level up. I actually thought there were more of those. But I guess it is time to actually go to the Valley of Mines. First and foremost, yep, 2 prison colony. Open space here. There is a very important, well, thing you want to do here. Is thing the right word? Definitely not. Really? Young wolves? I haven't fought those since Zardas. Also, these guys still sound way too loud. I'm sorry. Maybe I messed with settings. Or they got reset. You know what? Definitely save. Now we have 2 paths here. To the right or to the left. To the right is your death. Why? Well, the wolves are not part of your death. The reason for that is because there's a bajillion of orcs there. Mainly scouts, warriors, and shamans, so no elites. I'm just gonna quickly note, if you're a mage or kinda just min-max your stats, you can definitely just go through here and kill all these guys. As you can see even here, not that difficult to kill an orc here. So taking 1 or 2 at a time and just murdering them is pretty doable, all things considered. I wouldn't recommend doing that, mainly because it's quite tedious. But you can probably make it with about, I don't know, 15 MP potions, maybe 20. Which we definitely have, so it's not a big deal. I probably should have cooked my meat was back there. I kind of forgot about that. But I'm sure I'll find another location to cook meat. I think. So let's just keep going with the, you know, less dangerous path, which is right here. There are some goblins here, I think. Or a lot of goblins. I'm actually gonna eat some fire nettles. There's goblins, annoyingly enough. Can swarm you. And I think there's black goblins here as well. No. Thank you for the level up. And if you're asking, man, do you have to use so much mana to deal with these guys? Can't you just beat the shit out of them? Yes, yes I can. However, I am lazy. Left, right, right, left. Nice. I just guess these chests, and sometimes I guess right. Let me drink an MP potion. Again, we have 40 of them. And money isn't a big issue, so being, well, wasteful with them isn't a big deal. Anyway, let's keep going forward. Forward. Oh no! Young wolves! By which I mean, ooh, experience. Freebies. Pretty sure you can actually make it here, like at the beginning of the game, because of the weakness of the enemies here. Left, right, left, right. Good enough to not reroll. And now a very annoying thing. This leads to the Valley of Mines. Straight up a teleportation location. And the game decides it is time to be nighttime. Now, frankly speaking, I highly recommend you instantly go back here, go to a bed and sleep, and come back so it's no longer nighttime. because the visibility in this game while it's nighttime is frankly speaking awful. But since it is the intended way, I am going to, you know, deal with it. Let us at least, you know, use a torch here. So first and foremost, left, right, left. I should have saved before that one. You might recognize this location in general as pretty. So, yeah, that happens eventually. Needless to say, I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to happen when you enter that location, but go further down the road, but apparently that was far enough from the start. Anyway, you might recognize this location as the literal start of the first game, including this little rickety bridge, which is barely visible, which leads over here to some... I thought there were more rats here. I'm trying to shoot you. So instead of actually throwing fireballs, my dude is just walking forward. He's still doing it. He unequipped it, but the animation was still there. So that was almost all my HP gone due to bullshit. I really hate bullshit. You know what? Drink the MP potion. And these are premium value. The normal HP potions. But I'm still drinking them. You know anything about HP potions in this game? Is they go 50, 75, and then... what's it called? 50, 75, and then 100. But your HP, same as MP potions, but your HP goes way higher, way quicker than MP. As it goes up every level. Like currently we have 160. By the end of the game, we're probably going to have at least 400. So, HP potions become kind of tedious to drink. And I believe they cost about the same as MP potions anyway. Which makes them even more tedious. Anyway, let's go down here. Now we could go over this direction. But over there we will find orcs. Not a big fan of orcs, so I'm just gonna, you know, avoid them. Over here, there's a bunch of more enemies. Pink bloodflies on this side. And more annoyingly, dragon snappers on that side. Now, oh shit, I actually missed something important up there. Fuck. Let me just quickly murder these bees. Anyway, I missed something important up there at the bridge. One moment.
Nothing.
What's important here is that along the edge here on one of the barrels is a rune. The rune that lets you teleport to this location at any time you want as long as you're in this map. Needless to say, that's very good. Very, very good. See you back down there. So, Dragon Snapper. Why they're so terrifying? The reason for that is that they resist fire by a lot. Oh no! You are way less resistant than I remember. Wait, am I going to... No. Okay, my bad. I remember them being very resistant to fire. And therefore very difficult to kill with, you know, the fireball spell. But apparently, they're very mortal. There is a single Dragon Snapper here, which is generally quite tough. And there is some extra stuff here, like a Dead Paladin and a Paladin Rune. Also a Paladin Sword, and so on. Now the sad thing here is the Paladin Rune is useless to us. Because, well, we cannot use Paladin spells. Can we? Wait, what? Is it because it's level 0? How have I never known this? Well, anyway, that spell causes light around us. It's a free light spell. I am embarrassed for not knowing this. So now we don't need torches anymore, and we can actually see better. Hooray! But also, embarrassing. Very embarrassing. Going down the same path as we usually do in the beginning of the game. Or the first game. And here we will find our first NPC.
What are you standing around here for?
I come from the castle. They sent me to look for those missing and to check out the area.
One moment. Less loud river.
Those missing?
Some fled when the dragons attacked. Most of them didn't make it. No surprise there. But if there are any survivors left, I'll bring them back.
Can you help me get into the castle?
Sure. But you have to do me a favor. If you can make it to the castle, talk to the Paladin Auric. Tell him that his brother bought it up there at the pass.
How can I get into the castle?
First of all, you can forget the direct path. But if you walk around the castle, you might have a chance from the back. You should stay away from the paths and use the river. It will be best if you swim downstream for a stretch. It should be easier from there. The orcs have set up a ram behind the castle. You can get in that way. Creep up on the orcs as closely as you can, and then run for it. You might just make it if you're fast enough.
What do I need to know about this area?
If you want to live, go back to wherever you came from. The Greenhides have laid siege to the castle for weeks now. And those dragons are hiding out somewhere too. The entire Valley of Mines is teeming with orcs. No matter where you're headed, this won't be a picnic.
Well, as he has said, we have really only one way, just to go down the river. You can go down this path, which will have some snappers and dragon snappers, but I'm going to avoid that because, frankly speaking, don't feel like fighting those guys in the dark. I can murder them later. So let us start by swinging out here and finding a lurker. Oh hey, I murdered your whole kin on the other side of that valley. Funny, right? Funny. Now there's a lot of orcs in that direction. You can see by that, well, fire. So in this case, we really want to just keep going this path. I should get more mana. And, well, keep going this path. Oh, no? Like, did my light go away or not? It's not actually showing up, though it should be. So I'm not certain. I think it is actually about to go out. Anyway, just keep going here and kill these guys. You can take their hides if you know how to. But Bosper will not buy them. So I care less to do so. Wait. What? Do you not want to cast it? Is it still here? I guess it is. If we keep going here, we'll find some bloodflies. And more, well, lurkers. But the bloodflies ate all my magic here. Okay, I'm like, no way I'm still aggroing both of them, right? I am still aggroing both of them. Nice. The on and off again, what's it called? Light is also quite annoying, but oh well. Let's go for an MP potion. We probably could have just murdered those the standard way. As in, you know, use my sword and beat the shit out of them. But we didn't, because frankly speaking, I am lazy. And restoring HP is more annoying than restoring... Well, yeah, restoring HP is more annoying than restoring MP, which is why I'm not doing it. Hello, Bloodfly. More lurkers over there. Or a lurker. This is quite good for XP, because this is a whole new area, and as you can imagine, there's lots of XP to be gotten here. And I happen to be a fan of free XP. Still, I'm not gonna go as heavy as I could go, because I want to get to the castle as soon as possible, so that it will no longer be nighttime. So we crossed the river over here, at the end of that passage. Drink another MP potion. We could, again, murder some dudes over here. There's a lot of scavengers. I'm very tempted to do that. But I think that is the wrong choice to do, because, well, it is too many of them. No, not really too many. It's just that nighttime is annoying to fight them. So keep going a bit on the left and find this forest area. I know, shit's still barely visible. Keep barely skirting on the edge of the forest. There's gonna be some wolves, some bloodflies here and there. Kinda have to fight them. Alright. Stop just appearing from nowhere. Save up, just for safety's sake. And loot the wolves, because they still have pelts.
Nothing to plunder.
Keep going on the edge here. This line here is quite good to follow. Murder another wolf. And I should reach about here. Again, a bit of an obvious path here. Beautiful moon, by the way. And now we need to line up here. So the castle is over there. Although it's barely visible because, again, nighttime. We are looking to get into here. Frankly speaking, the best option you have is just to book it. If you want to have an easier time, eat a snapper lead. And go. Okay, I didn't really line up correctly. This is what we need to hit. Which again, in the dark, very difficult to see. Then we can climb up here. And we're in the castle.
You were damn lucky when you came in. I very nearly shot you.
Then I guess I should be glad that you have such keen eyesight.
Save your breath. Talk to Sengrath if you want something.
Alright. I think I need to actually increase audio again. Because I think the SFX volume is also the voiceover. And these guys are being kind of quiet.
I knew it. I knew that someone would succeed. Have you come over the pass? Our messenger managed to get through then.
No, Your messenger didn't make it across the pass. I've come by order of Lord Hagen.
Accursed orcs. Well, Commander Garand will certainly want to speak to you. You'll find him in the large building guarded by 2 knights.
Where can I find gear here?
Tandor hands out the weapons. Engor, the steward, is responsible for everything else.
What about magic supplies?
We are equipped with spell scrolls. If you want some of them, let me know.
Who can teach me something here?
Talk to Milton. He's the only magician here.
Oh ho ho, Milton's here.
Show me your spell.
We also have some spell scrolls here, which I'm going to now use to empty him of mana. He has goblin berries, which is a dex increase. Or if you have potions, is like 5 dex increase. Says it's +5 if you actually make a dex potion from that. But anyway, I'm actually not going to talk to anyone here, because I'm going to go over here, find a nice little bed. Hey, you, move away. My bed now. And sleep. So now we actually have visibility again. Oh, it's so beautiful. Let's talk to a few people here. First and foremost, over here, Tando.
You came over the pass? Well done. We have already lost a lot of men out there. I know myself what it's like out there. I accompanied a reconnaissance unit for a while. Do you have a weapon? If you need a good weapon, I'm your man.
Yep.
What became of the unit?
We scouted the area and wanted to advance to the coast. We set up our camp in a cave. It was late at night when the orcs came. They charged us up the slope with torches and drums and discovered us. We tried to flee, but I was the only one who got through. Soon after that, the orcs erected their big palisade, and we pulled back into the castle.
This guy's your shop. He has some okay weapons, nothing we really care about. There's this guy who's your local smith.
Hey,
What do you want?
could you make a weapon for me?
I don't have time for that. Tandor hands out the weapons, I just make them. And Parlov sharpens them.
How's work?
I forge the weapons for the castle knights. Since we've been here, I've been fully occupied making new weapons. And we'll need them too. We'll show these damned orcs how sharp our blades are.
Fair enough.
Parlov, make those blades nice and sharp. Orcs are damn tough creatures.
Then we can talk to
Hey,
Palav.
Hey, how are you?
How do you think I'm doing? I spend a whole day at the grindstone sharpening blades. And yesterday, Engor shortened our rations again. If it goes on like this, we're all gonna starve. Or we'll all be killed by orcs. Not a pleasant prospect.
True, true. Let me just move away from the fire.
You. Who is Engor?
Engor manages the provisions and shares out the rations. And they get smaller every week. Sure, you can bargain with him. But only for cold, hard cash.
And you can't afford that?
The most I can get for the lousy pay we collect is a couple of turnips.
Oof.
Where can I find this Engor?
In the knight's house. Just go through the open entryway next to the smithy.
Alright, I think I'm delayed this long enough. Let's go forward and actually meet the guy in charge of this place.
That's been known a long time.
Which you can find right...
Stop! Who are you? The question where I come from is much more important. I came across the pass. So, are you going to stop me now, or can I go in?
Well, I couldn't know that. Of course you're allowed in.
Also, like I'm a fire mage, so fuck off. Frick off. Anyway, all of this is to go over here, and we have the leader here. Sitting on a throne.
Where do you come from? You aren't one of the scrapers, and you aren't one of my people. Well,
I've come across the pass.
over the pass, you actually got through? By Innos, why have you taken this path upon yourself, magician?
Well...
I come from Lord Hagen. He wants me to bring him proof of the presence of the dragons.
And you've just come here to get it and then disappear again?
Well, that's what I had in mind.
So he wants proof. He can have it. But I can't send you back to Lord Hagen without giving him information about the ore. Listen, Lord Hagen absolutely must learn what the situation is here, and how much ore we've mined up to now.
All right. What do you want me to do for you?
I've got 3 units of scrapers out there, but they haven't sent me a single nugget. Visit the mining sites and report back to me how much ore they have stored. Then I'll write you a letter that you are going to take back to Lord Hagen.
Oh, well, I guess I have no choice.
Ah, yes. Dragons are here and we have to literally do busy work to convince people that we need to take this threat seriously. Sad day. But I think I'm gonna call it here. We arrived at the castle, we reported what we need, and we have our next main quest. So next time, we will start working on that. See you all then.